Let me show you guys how I designed this book cover in CorelDRAW. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. And without any further ado, let's jump straight to the video. Welcome to CorelDRAW, guys. So the first thing we're going to do is get our page size. And the size we'll be making use of is 9 by 6 inches. All right. So to get your size in CorelDRAW, all you need to do is come over to your property bar and select or locate your drawing unit. Then all you need to do is select your unit and make sure it's select at inches. All right. Now the next thing you're going to do is locate your page dimension and change this to 6 by 9 and press enter on your keyboard. All right. Now the next thing you're going to do is you are going to come over to your tools bar and select your rectangle tool. Now use your mouse and double click on this to bring your rectangle directly to your workspace. Do you understand? Now the next thing you're going to do is we're going to demarcate, or we're going to divide this page in two. So we have our back and our front page. Now to do that, use your pick tool, drop the tool, hold Ctrl key on your keyboard. Then you will see this, we call it midpoint. This box you're seeing that is on the middle right, that is written midpoint. We call it node. Do you understand? Now, when you select this node, hold Ctrl key and flip this to the left. Then what you're going to do is you're going to right click immediately. Then let me give it a white color so you understand. Now we have this as our front cover. Now we have this as our back page. All right. So what we're going to do now is, in case you're confused in this way, you can basically do Ctrl C to copy, then Ctrl V to paste. So you have two of this. Do you understand? Now you can actually bring them both together, align them properly. So the reason why I'm using the other method is because it will give you a perfect alignment, all right, of both front and back. So just to do that, hold Ctrl key, select your middle node, then flip to the left using your mouse, then right click immediately. All right. Now basically you can give this a white color. Now if you select this, you will see we still have this page. Now what you're going to do is make sure all the pages are intact or they are the same. So you can say 6 times 2 will give you 12, right? So let me explain, right? Let me explain. If you come over to this, you will see 6 by 9. 6 by 9 is a page, right? Then if you're putting this 6 by 9 by 6 by 9, it will give you 12 by 9. Do you understand? So all you need to do is come over to this page and to the property bar, locate your dimension and say 12 feet by 9. 12 inches by 9. So you have this. Do you understand? So this is your workspace. This is your rectangle. Remember, in CorelDRAW, if you're designing, you have to bring in your rectangle for you to start designing. Do you understand? I will explain while we go on. Now you can group this together. All right. You can come over to your property bar and you can select group. Your group is over here. You can see group object together. That is Ctrl G as the shortcut. So if you group this together, then on your keyboard, press letter P to bring it to the workspace. I hope you understand. This is very simple to do. If you have any question, please drop me a comment in the comment section below. Now, the next thing you're going to do is we're going to bring in our rectangle tool again and draw a little box over here to get our margin and also get our spine. Now, a spine in a book, I will explain why we go on so you understand what spine is. All right. So let's create our margin, and after then we'll go into creating our spine. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use our margin as 0.6 by 0.6. Now, why am I, somebody will still ask me why I'm using 0.6 by 0.6. Now, why am I using our margin as 0.6 by 0.6? Now, you have to look at the, what's it called? The volume of the inner pages, right? You have to discuss this with the author of the book to understand how many page is the inner, all right? That's when you're going to get your spine and every other margin you want to work with. Now, if you press enter, this is what you're going to have. So what you're going to do is hold Control, select this one. Let me ungroup it. When you hold Control, select the back page. This is your back page, right? Now, hold your Shift, select this and hold your Shift, then select this one. So you have selected both this, all right? Then you're going to press letter T to take it to the top. Please pay attention to understand. You will press letter T to take it to the top, while you press letter L to take it to the left. Do you understand? Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to zoom this way, all right? Then drag this down to bring your ruler. Your ruler is located at the vertical and horizontal side of your CorelDRAW, right? Those panels over there, or you call it a bar. If you don't understand anything, please go and watch my beginner's class. Now you're going to drag this one over here to bring this. That's when you've gotten your margin. Do you understand? Remember, we are designing a book cover, not a magazine. Now, the next thing you're going to do is hold Shift again, select this. Then that's when you select this. Hold Shift, select this, bring it to the bottom by pressing letter B on your keyboard. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because why we're using that small box you're seeing there is to get a perfect margin. Now, there's an automatic method to do this. I love using the manual. So I've taught you guys how to use the automatic. You can go and watch my previous videos. Now, you can zoom this way and basically bring this guy this way and select this, hold Shift, select, press letter R to bring it to the right, then drag this one this way. All right. Now, what you're going to do now is, right, you're going to remove this one for now, right? Then use this one, flip it this way to get your spine. Now, what is a spine? I will explain. Now, bring this one here. All right. Once you bring this one here, now you've created your spine for the middle. Now, bring this guy over here, then bring another ruler here. Bring another ruler here. Anywhere you're seeing line, just bring a ruler and place it there. All right. Then select this, hold Shift, bring this one here. All right. Press letter R to bring it to the right. Then bring your ruler, and you can now delete this. We are done with that. Now this is a spine. Let me show you. Let me say this is your front page. This is your back page. Now, the middle here you're seeing is when you have a book, there is this particular write-up that is always flip either horizontal or vertical. It is on, let me say, 90-degree. That's how it's been written. So while we are designing this, you understand, all right? Now, those are called spine. So what we're going to do now is bring in the resources we're going to make use of for this tutorial. Now, to do that, come over to File on your property bar, on your menu bar, then locate Import. All right, you can see Import. Then once you locate Import, shortcut is Ctrl+I. Now, this is the resources we're going to make use of. We're going to select this and select this. Now, this is the text. Now, I'm going to click on Import, then drag this over here, and this is what we are going to have. So I'm going to scale this up and leave that to that. Now, the next thing you're going to do is over here on the text, we have the title of the book as Uncovering Your Purpose. Now, while I was designing this, you can see the title is Uncovering Your Purpose. So I made a reflection and I made some researches on somebody trying to, think about life, trying to know what he or she is in this world to do. Like, I had a lot of thoughts, okay, what can I do to get the inspiration, to get the perfect design for this book? So I had a thought of somebody staying alone, somebody sitting outside alone and having a deep thought, something like that. So now this is where I came up with this concept. Now I'm going to use a black and gold color for this design. So I'm going to come over to my interactive fill tool. So once I do that, I'm going to drag this way. So once I drag this way, you see we have a knot up here and a knot down here. All right. Now I'm going to select this knot. Then I'm going to use this black. Remember, this book will be printed. It's currently on Amazon. You can get your copy. Now, for this one, I'm going to use also black, but we're going to make use of gray, something like this. All right. Then over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to my property bar and select this elliptical fountain transparency. This one over here. This one you're seeing, elliptical fountain fill. All right. Not transparency, sorry, but elliptical fountain fill, as you can see. Now click on it. This will change to this. Now I think we applied wrongly. So this is supposed to be gray and this is supposed to be black. So we're going to flip it. So we're going to select this one and change it to black. While we're going to select this one, the middle one, and change it to gray. So I believe somebody is understanding something here. Now it's not going to be black, but it has to be gray a bit. So we're going to drag this one up here. Leave it up there, and this is what we are going to have. So I'm going to make that a bit bright. All right, I'm going to increase the brightness this way, add a bit of gray to that, and that is it. So what I'm going to do is, to get our back page, I'm going to use the same design from the back. For this one, we're going to make use of the same design. All right, so we're going to bring in our spine over here using our rectangle tool. So we're going to give it the same color. So for this one, you can see the spine is giving us a kind of different stuff. So we're going to just select our interactive fill tool and just increase that a bit, or we can just maybe leave that to black will work. Nothing serious. So we're going to bring the title of this book. So over here is the names of the fonts we're going to make use of, just 3 fonts. Now the title of the book is Uncovering Your Purpose. All right, Uncovering Your Purpose by Omotayo Prevail. So I'm going to place this one here, copy this text, place it here. I'm going to give it a white color so you're going to see what we are doing. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is break this apart by using Ctrl+K, and we're going to bring this one over here, and we're going to zoom in. I'm going to bring this, break it apart, and break it apart. So I want to make this font to be, I want the title of the book to be, very pronounced, very big, according to the author. That's what he wants. So I'm going to break this apart. Then the font I'm making use of this is called Bebas Neue, if I pronounce it correctly. So this is the name of the font I'll be making use of. I'm going to make use of that same here, Bebas. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use Trajan Pro for this one. So I'm going to scale this one up this way. Scale this one up this way. All right. So remember, we have our margin here. So that is it. So we're going to bring this one here. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this guy over here. Then I'm going to scale this one also. I want them to be of same size. Not likely same size, but they have to be placed same margin. All right. Now this is what we are going to have, guys. Now this is what we're going to have. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reduce this one just the way it is. This way, bring it up this way to touch that margin. Now this is basically what we're going to have. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my interactive fill to place a color here by dragging this way. Then I'm going to use this to get this color. I'm going to use gold for this, but a bit light gold. All right, so this one will be a bit dark. Let's copy this color from here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this one this way. All right, so for this one I'm going to use lighter one. I'm going to brighten up the gold. All right, so this is what we are going to have basically, but let's make this goldish a bit. It's kind of looking brownish. All right, so we're good with that. So this is what we're going to have. So for this one, I'm going to give same color to this. So I'm going to just do copy and paste. You can just use the same process, right? So let's just boot this one. So you can use the same process. All right, so basically, make sure you don't have an outline. What I mean by outline is something like this. Make sure your design doesn't have either black, any color. So make sure you always remove it. All right. Now this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to bring this one over here, and the font I'll be making use of this is called Trajan Pro. All right. So basically, I'm going to reduce this one this way, bring it just here. Make sure they are aligned together. Then I'm going to basically bring this same color over here. Once you drag it to that spot by right clicking, it will give you this option. You can see copy fill here. You can see copy fill here. So the fill simply means you're copying this color to this guy. All right, so this is what you're going to have. So let me just bold this guy. All right, so basically this is what you're going to have. All right, so now I actually don't like the way this is appearing, so I'm going to just give it this color. All right, so remove the bold, and that is it. So the next thing we're going to do, guys, is bring in this guy. All right, so like I told you, somebody sitting alone. So I'm going to extract this from this background. So I'm going to go to bitmap, convert it to bitmap first of all to reduce the weight. Then come over to this bitmap again, select mode. All right, then once you select mode, right, select black and white. Then once you select black and white, come over to this conversation method, this one over here. So once you select conversation method, you come to line art. Make sure it's on line art. Then you can see this your before and this your after. So click on OK. Now you can have this. So come over to trace bitmap on your property bar. All right, then select outline trace line art. This is what you are going to have. So you're going to wait for this to load out. And while it's doing that, please, if you love what I do, please drop me a comment and share this video, subscribe to this channel. All right, so this is what we're going to have. So basically, I'm going to click on OK. Now I'm going to remove this guy over here. So let's delete this one first. Then select this one. Select everything and keep deleting the white designs, that those white stuff that are there. So once you do that, this is what you're going to have, guys. So I'm going to basically group this one. So for this one, let me bring it over here and give it this color first of all. So at first I was using gray, but I decided to change it to this color. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this guy over here this way. All right, so I'm going to do this. So this is what I'm going to do. Once I do that, I'm going to just basically scale this one up this way and leave that to that. So I'm going to bring in my freehand tool and draw something like this. All right, so once I draw something like this, leave that to that. So I'm going to use my shape tool and basically convert this to line, then bring this one here. And you can basically do this one like this. All right, do this one like this, and you can leave that to that, right? But this is a bit smaller, so we're going to make this bigger and place it just right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just come to weld, right? And but this is not giving me what I want. Let me just put a node here put a node here, then you know, make it look like a tree. All right, so something like this, So what we're going to do is we're going to weld it together. So once we do that, we're going to basically draw somebody sitting here using our freehand tool. So we're going to just do something like this, We're going to draw something like this. All right, so once we do that, we're going to just draw something like this. All right, so somebody's sitting here. All right, so we're going to just draw something, just to get a shadow. All right, so so we're going to just draw something like this, but I think this is not actually giving us what we want. So I'm going to just basically bring my this. All right, so we just have somebody sitting here. All right, so this is basically, you can draw something better, right? But this is what I just want to draw. All right, it might not be as perfect as this one, but you understand the concept of what we're working at. So this is it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just bring this guy here, give it this color over here. All right, now, or I can just copy this color. All right, so give everything same color. Can just give everything same color. Then right click and select power clip. Now this is the reason why we're creating our margin. I told you guys I will explain. Now once you select everything here, right, once you select everything here, you can see this one is outside. So what you just need to do is right click and select power clip, then power clip it inside this frame. You can see everything is inside this frame. Now this is what you're going to have. So this guy here, we need to work on the color. So this one has to be a bit dark. All right, so that is it, guys. So I'm going to basically give him a moon over here, like a moon. All right, so our moon don't have to be sharp edge, so we'll have to go to effect, then we'll have to select blur, select feather. All right, so once you select feather, all right, so that is it. So we can convert it to bitmap so it doesn't distort the image. All right, so this is our moon. So that is basically how we created the front page. All right, now I'm going to bring our auto here. All right, so let me take this guy up. Not really up. All right, so I'm going to change the font to Trajan Pro. So once I do that, I'm going to bring this guy over here, and that is what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this guy over here and bring this guy, reduce it a bit. Then I'm going to bring this guy over here and leave that to that. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy about the book. All right, copy about the book. So I'm going to bring in my text tool and draw this way. If you have better means of doing that, you can do that. All right, so I'm going to paste this guy here, give it a white color. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this font's name, this one. This is the name of the font. All right, so once I do it, I'm going to reduce this to maybe 6. All right, okay, let's give it font 9. Then highlight everything, Control A, and use come over to this. All right, and select full justification, Control J. Then we can give it font 10 if we want. All right, so this is what we're going to have, guys. So I'm going to copy this, come over to this, and let's copy the person that wrote that, and I'm going to paste it just here. We're going to arrange this letter, but just work with me, guys. Now copy this one and paste it here. All right, so copy the auto, the person that wrote that, paste it here, reduce this one, bring this one here, Then come over to this one and copy the text, paste it here. All right, now this is what we're going to do, guys. You can see this one is small. Going to bring this one here, bring this one here. Now to get our perfect size, you can see some text are hidden below. Now this is what we're going to do. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring this one here, drag this one over here. So this is basically what we are going to have for now. All right, so let me drag this guy here and drag this guy over here. So you have to make sure they are all aligned together. All right, so make sure everything is aligned together. So I'll bring this guy over here, drag this one over here. So guys, let me just leave that to that for now. So basically you understand every bit of this. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to break this one apart, drag this up, reduce this one. All right, drag it this way. So for this one, I'm going to basically break it apart. Font, let's say font 15 for this, font 15 for this, but this one will be too much because it's having, the name is big, so make sure this one and this is same thing. Do you understand? So please, if you're confused, drop me a comment in the comment section. Now this is what you're going to have, guys. So we're going to copy this one and paste it over here. So once we do that, do this, make sure this one is given this font 7. All right, so for this one, font 15. All right, so we're going to select everything, group this together, and make sure they are all aligned together. So basically you can select this one now and reduce this way, then bring this one here, bring this one here, then bring this one here. Now I'm going to just select this one and do something like this, then give it this color, then bring this one here, bring another one here, give it this color, and just drag this one over here and bring one again over here and do this, and that is what you're going to have, guys. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring about the author. So here we'll do about the author. All right, then reduce this guy this way. So for this one, we're going to reduce the font because about the author is a bit big. So we're going to use font 7 for this. All right, let's use font 8. Let's use font 8. Don't worry, it will be readable when being printed. All right, so we're going to drag this one up here and bring about the author. We're going to bring our rectangle tool and draw this way, and I'm going to right click on this image, place it in here. Then what we're going to do is reduce this a bit, and we're going to basically scale this up this way, make sure it's aligned, then remove the fill to black. All right, so we're going to bring in this guy, make sure it's aligned to this and aligned to this one. Then I'm going to bring this guy over here. All right, then we're going to delete this one. Then we're going to come over to about the auto, copy everything. All right, then we're going to paste it just right here. So you can see we still have more text. So what we're going to do is bring this one over here. All right, so drag this guy over here. All right, so once we do that, Now to connect this and this together, this and this together, you see this stuff that is here. You see this stuff that is here, these dots that you're seeing there. Now click on it, it will bring this arrow, then place the arrow on this text. Now it will bring the other text out. Do you understand? Now bring this guy just here. Now mind you, if you're doing anything, always give a space over here, because Amazon will always put a QR code over here, like the barcode. Do you understand? They will place the barcode there, so you have to create a space for that. Now I'm going to bring this one over here. Now in some books you will see that some of the first letter are always on drop cap. The first letter are always big. So to get your first letter to be big, just come over to this and click on drop cap. Do you understand? But for my sake, I love you leaving it that simple. And guys, for the spine, what you need to do now is bring this guy this way. All right, then bring this one over here. For this one, make sure the font is the same. Then this is what you're going to have. So give a space over here. Bring this guy to the middle this way. Then once you do that, you can flip this way. All right, then once you flip that, reduce this a bit, then bring it to the spine. Now this is the spine I'm talking about, right? This is the spine I'm talking about. This is the spine I'm talking about. Now you can bring the auto, you can bring the auto and flip it also. Okay, flip it this way. And bring it to this part, reduce it. Now this is what we call spine. Do you understand? So if you have no question, please, this is how we created this book cover in CorelDRAW. So if you have any question, please drop me a comment in the comment section below, and see you guys in my next video.